Anger is boiling over near the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Uri sector following the deadly terror attack on tourists in Pahalgam. Locals staged protests against the terrorists in Pakistan's top leadership, including Army Chief General Asim Munir and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif. In fact, these are the visuals coming in of the protesters.
गुनाहों का कत्ले बंद करो मासूमों का कत्ले बंद करो पाकिस्तानी दहशतगर्दी नहीं चलेगी हाफिज सईद की दहशतगर्दी नहीं चलेगी पाकिस्तान की दहशतगर्दी नहीं चलेगी।
Demonstrators burned effigies of terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed, General Munir and Prime Minister of Pakistan Shehbaz Sharif. A strong message of public outrage over Pakistan's continued support for cross-border terrorism. Now we reached the ground zero of public sentiment, the Uri sector near the line of control in North Kashmir, where anger against Pakistan is only running high. Locals expressed unwavering support for India and also demanded strong action against Pakistan for sponsoring terrorism.
इनसे पूछते हैं, सर पहले तो ये बताइए, आपसे ही पहले मैं शुरू करूं, जब से पहलगाम में आतंकी हमला हुआ तब से पूरे देश में एक बदले की भावना है। आप सरहद के इलाकों में यहाँ रहते हैं, आप भी लगातार उस हमले की निंदा कर रहे हैं, तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे देश को आप यहाँ उड़ी सेक्टर से?
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात, हम उन लोगों की शहादतों के साथ हैं, उनके दुख में हम शामिल हैं जिन लोगों ने अपनी जान गंवाई। वो हमारे मेहमान थे, सियाह थे, यहाँ कश्मीर घूमने आए थे, अपनी ज़िंदगी की कमाई लेकर वो यहाँ पर सुकून से कुछ पल गुजारने आए थे। तो हम उनके लिए अपना जो है उनको श्रद्धांजलि देते हैं।
अच्छा, अब ये बताएं, अब जो इस समय सिचुएशन बना है उसमें अगर कोई स्ट्राइक होता है तो क्या लगता है आपको, आप लोग तैयार है उसके लिए?
मैंने पहले ही कहा कि ये तो आज 2025 का दौर है, जब हम 1947 में तैयार थे तो आज उससे ज़्यादा तैयार है।
अटैक पहले हुआ, उसके बाद पहलगाम अटैक हुआ, हम भी खून के आंसू रो रहे हैं, हमें भी दुख है बहुत ज़्यादा उन लोगों का जो मारे गए वहाँ पे। लेकिन अगर ये पाकिस्तान ने किया है, हमारी हुकूमत को ये लगता है अगर ये पाकिस्तान ने किया है तो उसके साथ दो हाथ होने चाहिए।
देखिए, यहाँ के लोग भी अब कहते हैं कि ये जो कार्रवाई भारत सोच रहा है वो होनी चाहिए।
जी देखिए, सबसे पहले तो हमारे देश को यही मैसेज है कि देश जो भी हमारी हुकूमत, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया जो भी कदम उठाएगी हम उसके साथ हैं। उड़ी के लोग पहले भी शाना बशाना अपनी फ़ौज के साथ, अपनी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के साथ खड़े रहे। ये एक इतिहास रहा है तहसील उड़ी का। तो आगे भी अगर फ़ौज या हमारी हुकूमत हिंद कोई भी कार्रवाई करती है हम उसके साथ शाना बशाना खड़े हैं। और उड़ी ने हमेशा साथ दिया है, जब भी हमारी ज़रूरत पड़ी फ़ौज को या एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को हम खड़े रहे। तो अगर कुछ भी देखो तो हम दुख तो हमें भी है, क्योंकि बदला लेना चाहिए।
Despite a stern warning from India, Pakistani forces continue to violate the ceasefire agreement along the line of control in Kashmir. In a fresh incident on the intervening night of April 30th and May 1st, Pakistan Army posts started unprovoked small arms fire across the line of control opposite Kupwara, Uri and Akhnur in Jammu and Kashmir. The Indian forces retaliated in defense appropriately. The army has said that in a statement released by them. Pakistan's forces also initiated unprovoked firing along the international border on Wednesday night. The BSF troops, in collaboration with Punjab Police, recovered a substantial cache of arms, ammunition and grenades near village Bharopal in Amritsar. Acting on information of BSF intelligence wing, a joint search operation was first launched on Wednesday evening. The recovered arms, ammunition have already been handed over to the cops. This includes 2 hand grenades, 3 pistols with 6 magazines and 50 live rounds too. These are the visuals of those arms and ammunition that have been seized. The coordinated action with Punjab Police has prevented a possible major terror attack in the area. According to the sources, the NIA in its probe and from revelations by overground workers has revealed that terrorists were in Baisaran Valley 2 days before the terrorist attack took place there. The terrorists first arrived at the valley on April 15th. The terrorists then scouted 3 more areas for attack other than the Baisaran Valley. Aru Valley Amusement Park and Betab Valley were the part of their places that they were planning to attack. They scouted those areas. 20 OGWs or on-ground workers have already been identified and 3 satellite phones were used during the attack. NIA teams will be visiting Pahalgam to also recreate the attack scene, and the investigation is still going on. So that's the latest that we have picked up with regards to the NIA investigation currently underway. Surprising fact here, the terrorists arrived here in Indian territory on April 15th. They went on to recce more places other than the Baisaran Valley. They were also planning to attack all of those famous tourist spots. Then Baisaran Valley saw that horrific act of crime on the day, April 22nd, when 26 innocent lives were claimed by them. Supreme Court of India said that petitions such as PIL for probing Pahalgam attack should not be filed. The apex court asked lawyers to understand their responsibility. Supreme Court also said that the petition should be withdrawn, otherwise we will have to issue an order. Court said that they are not experts at conducting investigations. Furthermore, Supreme Court said that all citizens should unite and be against terrorism. Said that such a demand will demoralize our security forces. Breaking news coming in at the moment with Apex Court asking the petitioners to not file any such petition such as PILs for probing Pahalgam attack. It can demoralize our armed forces and can also derail the investigations. Moving on, the Indian Navy is extensively carrying out exercises in the Arabian Sea within its exclusive economic zone with warships on alert against any unusual activity. The Navy issued 4 green notifications for firing in a coastal area off the Gujarat coast, just 85 nautical miles from the region where Pakistan is currently conducting its naval drills in the Arabian Sea. Multiple anti-ship and anti-aircraft firings have already been conducted in the region recently. Indian Coast Guard vessels are also deployed in forward areas near the international maritime boundary of the Gujarat coast. The Navy is also strengthening its presence across its entire area of responsibility in the region. Pakistan has issued its 4th naval missile firing notification in the past week, but has not launched any missile on the previous 3 occasions. The Indian Navy is closely monitoring the situation and Pakistan's activities in the region. In naval terms, a green notification refers to a public notice issued by maritime authorities informing ships and aircraft about the planned live firing exercises in a specific area and also the time frame. Now, these notifications are meant to ensure safety by alerting civilian and commercial vessels to avoid the designated zones during any military activities. In fact, in the recent days, Indian Navy ships have conducted multiple anti-ship missile firings in the Arabian Sea as part of the ongoing naval exercises. Indian origin British MP Priti Patel on Wednesday called the Pahalgam terrorist attack in Jammu and Kashmir an act of terrorism, adding that UK must always stand with quote-unquote friend India during a difficult time. While speaking at the Parliament, Priti Patel recalled the India-UK strategic relationship from the New Delhi Declaration back in 2002 to the UK-India 2030 roadmap. Pointing out the pattern of attack, Priti Patel stating that the attack took place at a time when US Vice President J.D. Vance and his family were on an Indian tour.
With our friends during times of this nature. Mr. Speaker, my condolences, thoughts and prayers are also with all those affected by this murderous, violent terrorism that has taken place in Pahalgam. And I recognise for India and the diaspora communities in the UK in particular, this has been a really difficult week. This was an act of terrorism and we should call it out for what it is. And it is part of a long-standing pattern of attacks on civilians, visitors to the region and also minority communities. And the UK must always stand with our friends during times of this nature. We have a series of long-standing security and counter-terrorism partnerships with India going back to the New Delhi Declaration in 2002 and the India-UK Strategic Partnership in 2016, the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership announced in 2022 and the UK-India 2030 roadmap agreed under the last government. So under that, security issues have been absolutely watertight, which is why we must be always in lockstep with our friends in India. So can the Minister tell us what information the UK government has on those responsible for carrying out these terrorist attacks? Does the government believe that Lashkar-e-Taiba, the terrorist group prescribed in the UK, bears responsibility? Is the government aware of any cross-border links to Pakistan of the perpetrators of this terrorist act? And given that attacks seem to take place at the same time when high-profile US politicians visit India, this is not the first time, has the government got a view on whether this is a coincidence or does it demonstrate a pattern of targeted and deliberately timed attacks? We know the Prime Minister spoke to Prime Minister Narendra Modi last week, but has the UK provided any specific support in response to this terror attack and taken any practical steps to assist our friends in India? Mr. Speaker, has the government undertaken an assessment of the security implications of this attack on the UK? If Lashkar-e-Taiba or a front linked to them are responsible, then there are disturbing reports emerging that this terrorist group may have had engagement with Hamas. Has the government made assessment of the relationship between groups causing terror and destabilisation in Kashmir and those pursuing violence and terrorism that threaten our interests and global peace and security? Can the Minister give an update on the actions being taken to prevent tensions from escalating to communities in the UK, including protections of the High Commission, which has already been mentioned? And will the UK leverage its influence in easing tensions between India and Pakistan?
Now, in a stern action, India banned Pakistan Airlines from using its airspace amid escalating tensions with the neighbouring country in the wake of the Pahalgam terrorist attack. Sources said that a NOTAM has been issued that bars Pakistan Airlines from using the Indian airspace. Now, this development comes a week after Pakistan barred Indian carriers from using their airspace as well. Meanwhile, Pakistan's national carrier cancelled all the flights to and from Gilgit, Skardu and other northern areas in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir due to security reasons. Now, we have been given to understand, and it's a breaking news coming in. India is likely to suspend the shipping and postal services to Pakistan. A big breaking news just coming in at the moment on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be hearing the announcement on this particular decision very soon. But this is the information that we have picked up from our sources with regards to the crackdown on sea routes as well. The shipping and postal services to Pakistan may get suspended in another stern action taken by India. Let me circle back to the airspace though. The Pakistan International Airlines has cancelled 2 flights each from Karachi and Lahore to Skardu. 2 flights from Islamabad to Skardu and 4 flights from Islamabad to Gilgit have also been cancelled. Pakistan has intensified monitoring of its airspace amid heightened security concerns over the tensions with India. And now the breaking news also coming in that India may suspend shipping services to Pakistan as well. The shipping and postal services are likely to come down under the crackdown to our neighborhood. We'll continue to track all the developments here at News9. All the big news related to Pahalgam terrorist attack and the investigation. We are also learning that Pakistan Anti-Narcotics Force website has now been hacked. The hackers have now attacked the official website of Pakistan's Anti-Narcotics Force. There is a big message also which is being flashed as you land on Pakistan's narcotic website, anti-narcotic website in fact. There is a big flash in red color. We will be flashing the pictures of the screenshots of that particular website in a short while from now. But what we have been given to understand through our sources, the breaking news is that first, the shipping and the postal services to Pakistan is also going to get affected. And apart from that, Pakistan's anti-narcotics narcotics official website has come under attack of the hackers. Moving on, the chief of Pakistan's intelligence agency ISI, Lieutenant General Mohammad Asim Malik, was handed the additional charge of the country's national security advisor. His appointment came amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan in the aftermath of last week's terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, which claimed 26 innocent lives. Lieutenant General Malik was given the NSA position as an additional charge. He was in fact appointed as the head of the ISI back in the month of September last year. The Indian government has given relief to the citizens of Pakistan on the decision to close the Atari international border on May 1st. Order issued by the Home Department of the Government of India. Despite the order to stop all movement and trade from the Atari international border today, which is May 1st, Pakistani citizens will still be given some relief to cross the border. Until any further orders, Pakistani citizens present in India can return to their country from the Atari international border, is what we have been given to understand. In fact, citizens stranded in India due to any reason and showing valid travel visa and documents will still be allowed to cross the border. Earlier, the Indian government had issued orders to completely stop all civilian movement and trade operations from the Atari border on May 1st, but now Pakistani citizens have got a big relief and respite from the Indian government. The Indian government has showed some generosity on the grounds of humanity to Delhi and gave a big relief to Pakistani citizens. In fact, amid the ongoing water dispute between Haryana and Punjab, the control station of the Bhakra Dam in Nangal, Punjab, has been surrounded by Punjab police, and these are the visuals being flashed on your screens. No one is being allowed entry without any permission. The Punjab government alleges that the central government is pressuring the Bhakra Bias Management Board to divert Punjab's share of water to Haryana. Following these allegations, Punjab police has been deployed at and around the Bhakra Dam control station. Although the police said that they have been deployed as part of a routine check-up.
की सिक्योरिटी लगी है जिन्ने साडे स्टेट के वनरेबल पॉइंट्स ने असीं अलग-अलग अफसरां दी उत्थे ड्यूटी लगी है भी वनरेबल पॉइंट्स जिहड़े हैगे ने उन्हां दी सिक्योरिटी चैक करो। सो नंगल जिहड़ा हैगा ये साडा सब तो वड्डा जिहड़ा डैम हैगा इत्थे ते इहदी सिक्योरिटी रिव्यू करन आया सारी फोर्स नूं नाल लैके वो असीं चैक करनी है। अज भी रूटीन दी चैकिंग है ते बिल्कुल जिवें उपर भी पाखड़ा नंगल और जिहड़ा पूरा हैगा नहर दा और गार्डां ने PAP दियां उन्हां नूं चैकिंग करन दी रूटीन दी चैकिंग है, कोई खास मुद्दा नहीं।
Time for a quick commercial break. Do stay with us. We'll be back.